Let's talk NFL Conference Championship. They did it. Both teams, both sides. The Eagles did it and the Chiefs did it. And do we have any doubt in our minds that these would be the two teams that would really be matching up in the Super Bowl again this year? Kansas City didn't look like Kansas City all year. The Philadelphia Eagles didn't look like the Philadelphia Eagles in the first 2 or 3 weeks. But there's no doubt in my mind that these are the two best football teams in America right now. You have to play a perfect game to beat either one of these teams. And today showed that not a lot of teams, even the teams that get as close as possible, can't play a perfect game against them. It was crazy because the Ravens had to play a perfect game to beat the Bills. So if they would have played the Chiefs as well, they would have lost as well. Like I'm still sick that Lamar left. Lamar left the playoffs and lost like that. Man, what two crazy games today. Philadelphia manhandled. I'm talking about manhandled the damn Commanders. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen that. They had 3 fumbles, 3 turnovers, and that kind of spelled out their doom. That spelled out their death. It was after a while it became a game that's just like, damn, how many points are the Eagles gonna score? How many times are they gonna stop these boys? It didn't seem like Jaden Daniels played the worst game, but you had to do better than that to beat the Eagles, man. Jalen Hurts, he didn't do anything wrong today. Saquon was Saquoning. AJ Brown looked like himself. Devontae Smith, man, these dudes, they that defense is smothering. Like, that defense is phenomenal. It wasn't much to say about that game. When they showed up and played, I think in that week 15 or 16 game, and Jalen Hurts went down, it was already like 21-7 or something like that. And I had tweeted out after the game, like, the Commanders really lucky Jalen Hurts got injured because this was a 42-17 game. Lo and behold, they play again. Jalen Hurts injured. It's 55-20, 55 in the playoff game, NFL championship round, 55-23. It wasn't a game. It was for, like, you just seen immediately, like, the Commanders aren't ready. Jaden Daniels isn't ready. Terry McLaurin isn't ready. Brian Robinson isn't ready. Austin Eckler shouldn't be here. Like, this team, they overachieve like crazy. But I'm not taking away from the Philadelphia Eagles at all because that is a great team with a daunting defense. Saquon, if he's healthy, man, he first touch of the game for him, he broke off for a 60-yarder. It was crazy to watch. It's crazy to watch. Can't even say was because he's still playing. It's crazy to watch how great Saquon Barkley is. It just make you want to imagine, like, if he had been running through behind an offensive line that blocked this well all his career, what kind of numbers would he have been putting up? That dude, that's a running back right there, bro. Jalen Hurts again, like I said, he didn't help me hit my parlay, but he didn't do anything wrong today. He did everything almost right, perfect, like he should have. There was a few plays where he missed some guys or didn't get the ball out fast enough, but it wasn't enough to even put a scare into any Eagles fan heart. I think once the game was like 21-6 or something like that, you really, like, knew, like, yeah, we got this. Like, the Commanders couldn't even make it interesting at the end of the game. And I don't like the Eagles. They play in my conference, NFC. I know the Jaden Daniels led Commanders do as well, but Jaden Daniels is a lot more likable, I don't like Jalen Hurts. That boy win too much. You feel me? That boy win. Shout out to him though. Shout out to Nick Sirianni and them boys. Hopefully Kellen Moore can come over to the Saints and do something similar. Hey, come on, shout it. Yeah, we accept you. As you see, we lost our offensive coordinator, so you'll be able to bring in a whole coaching staff for yourself. Come on over here to NOLA, man. It was a great season all in all for the Redskins. The Commanders, excuse me. It was a great season all in all for the Commanders. For them to reach even where they reached, it's just... It say a lot about the Cowboys too, though. But 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years, 3 Super Bowls in the last 7 years. Howie Roseman in that Philadelphia Eagles front office is generational. These guys are really, really good, and I don't think anyone will call it an upset if they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm having a hard time seeing them beat them just because Patrick Mahomes, and we all know how Patrick Mahomes gets down. We all know what he does. It's kind of hard to see that right now, but it's kind of hard to see them losing too because for the past 15 or so weeks, this has probably been the best team in the NFL. Saquon's just a mastermind with that ball in his hand, man. For real. Kellen Moore calling some great plays. That defense is holding everybody in check. Like, I might be swayed. I'm an Eagles hater, and I might be swayed. But the Chiefs, let's get on to that game. The Bills and the Chiefs. Like I said, one of my last divisional round video, people want to talk so bad about Lamar's failures to get past these guys in the playoffs. Like, Josh keep losing too. Like, it's not easy. I think did they come in the same year? Not 100% sure. Well, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I just think, like I said, you got to play a perfect game. You have to be 100% on your game when you come to play Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead. We've seen it done a couple times. We've seen it done twice. I know he lost to Joe Burrow and the Bengals, and I'm not sure who else he lost to. I can't remember the other game that he lost to. He got 2 home losses. So he lost to Joe Burrow once, and he lost to Tom Brady once. Those are some pretty solid quarterbacks to lose to. I guess he said enough ain't enough. These boys looking to three-peat. They are looking to three-peat. That is insane to think about in such a physical sport like football, you know? Getting back to the NFL Super Bowl is like crazy, you know? Playing that many games, playing more than anybody else, having a scheme and having people scheme against you like Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt. Shout out Kareem Hunt. He had a lot of big runs this game. Xavier Worthy showed that the Bills probably should have selected him over Keon Coleman because Keon didn't do anything this game. Shout out Kansas City, dude. That's who I would like to. Just for history sake, because I don't have a dog in this fight at all. I don't care if not New England. I don't care if Philadelphia or Kansas City really wins. But if I get my pick, I think, man, I'm going back and forth. One team 15-2, the other 14-3. One team got the greatest quarterback of all time, who got the second most playoff wins already under his belt, and one got Jalen Hurts. So I don't think it would be an upset if Kansas City lost, but I want to pick Kansas City to win. I think Patrick Mahomes, I'm going to go back. Funnily enough, I think this was the worst team that Buffalo has taken in against Kansas City. They just were lucky to have a running back as great as James Cook. James Cook has been he cooked. You feel me? Like he did a lot of good things for these guys this year. I think you go out and get you another receiver if you're Buffalo. But whatever you do, man, it's got to be more than what you've done already. Ain't no way. It just ain't no way you can just go into the game. It ain't no way you can just go into the game and think like, all right, Josh, you can go 17-30, 190 yards, passing, 2 touchdowns and an interception. You might be able to win this game. No, Josh, you got to go out there 27-30, 296 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 45 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. You got to play great, nigga. You can't just play average or good enough here. You can't play good enough. You have to play great when you come play Patrick Mahomes. And we've seen that. Everybody's seen that. The 2 quarterbacks that have done it, Tom Brady and Joe Burrow. Everybody else, you ain't playing good enough. It just is what it is. You can say they cheating for them or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Man, that's a great team over there. They led by great players. Eagles defense is just crazy this year, though. That defense is flying at boys. Man, I don't know who's gonna win that game, bro. I can't wait to talk about it after it's happened, but I honestly can't tell you who's gonna win that game, bro. I can't tell you who won tonight though. The Eagles beat the dog 55-23 to the Commanders. They beat the dogs. Jaden Daniels didn't play bad, man, but them boys they wasn't ready. The Chiefs beat the Bills 32-29. That was like I was saying the whole game. Josh not ready. Josh didn't come here with his big man suit on today. He was acting like a baby out there. I ain't gonna lie. He didn't look ready. While the team was rallying behind the run game in the second half, Josh still was like missing dudes and just looking just sporadic in the pocket. Like it wasn't good enough, man. Man, man. We'll see next year. You better luck next year, I guess. Um, there's not much really I can say more. Shout out to the Bears for hiring Dennis Allen. I guess let's get ready for the Super Bowl. Let me know who y'all think will win. I lost my parlay by 2 yards. Brian Robinson was supposed to get 38 yards. He only got 36. Man, bunk out there. Let's just see though. This has been a wonderful playoff so far. Let's hope that they cap it off with an amazing Super Bowl. Nothing crazy happens where it's kind of in the refs' hands. Let's get out there and let them boys play football, man. I'm super excited to see it's happening down in NOLA. I'm a Saints fan. Again, I'm a Saints fan. It's like saying that is like, ugh, man. Right now, we just not looking the greatest, but I'm excited to see what Saquon and them boys can do and what Pat and them boys can do. Thanks again for checking in. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night.